Do you live in one of the East Valley cities in Phoenix area, or are you thinking about moving to one of these cities? I'm Cathie VanWert with eXp Realty, and I specialize in Gilbert, Mesa, Chandler, Queen Creek areas of the Phoenix metropolitan area. And I wanted to give you an update on what's been going on in the market. It's January 2023 and things are starting to change a little bit. So we've been seeing a buyer's market mostly in the East Valley since about October. Even though last year was very much at the beginning of the year was a seller's market, towards the mid to the end of the year, we definitely saw we were going into a buyer's market. Buyers have been having a lot more leverage. Sellers have been giving a lot more concessions. And so it's been really good for buyers out there. Although there have been higher interest rates, there have been lower prices and more concessions from the sellers. So now that we're heading into January, what's changing? Well, in December, we didn't have a ton of activity because it's Christmas time. There's really not a lot of people buying and selling during the holidays, but we have seen that we are climbing out of the buyer's market and we are now in what we would consider a balanced market, which means that we have roughly the same number of houses on the market and that we have buyers buying houses. So it's balanced and a healthy market. Not a ton of transactions happening, but people, when they're out there buying, there are houses to buy. There's not a ton of competition unless the house is really amazing, and then you will still find some multiple offers. But for the most part, you have a little bit of time to look for a house, and you will find that sellers are able and willing to give you concessions. What I mean by concessions is they are willing to either pay some of your closing costs, or what we're seeing a lot right now is they are buying down interest rates for buyers. So they are paying a certain amount to your lender so that you will have a lower interest rate for the first couple of years. So typically it's what they call a 2-1 buy down. You're getting 2% off your rate for the first year of your mortgage and 1% off on the second year. So for example, if you start out with a 6.5% interest rate, you would end up paying 4.5% the first year, 5.5% the second year, and then it would go back to the 6.5% rate for the rest of the time, unless you wanted to refinance in that time. So if rates go down at any time during then, you can refinance your rate. So that's an option and something that we're seeing a lot of sellers doing right now. So whether you're a seller or buyer, it's good to know that that's out there. And as far as prices go, we have seen a little bit of decline. So the prices are a little bit lower now. For example, in Gilbert, our median price right now is at $534,000 with home prices like starter homes starting right around $400,000. The low 400,000s, it's going to get you a smaller house like 12, 13, 1400 square feet, usually with not much of a yard, like a little courtyard or something. But you can get a house about $400,000 right now in Gilbert, and a little bit less than that in Mesa and Queen Creek, Santan Valley. But since I'm in Gilbert right now, I'm kind of focusing on the Gilbert statistics. But that being said, we have a pretty good market. It's a good time to buy. It's a good time to sell. I mean, it's just balanced and healthy and not too crazy out here right now. So if you have any questions at all about the market, please let me know. Again, my name is Cathie VanWert with eXp Realty, and I'll put my contact information down here. Feel free to reach out.